Have questions about your pets? Looking for your next forever friend? We've got you covered. This is Pet Connection with Energy 95.3. Now, here's Erik Fox.
What's going on? A happy Wednesday morning to you. My name is Erik Fox here at the Energy 95.3 studios, of course, joined always on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. right here with Pet Connection with the amazing staff over at Kern County Animal Services. Love the fact I'm joined by Nick and Lisa today. How are you guys?
Morning. How are you? We're doing well.
Good. I'm glad you guys got to enjoy the week off last week, but I'm so happy to have it back. Everyone's like, where are the beautiful cats and dogs? And so we got a chance for you to, of course, meet some of them today. And also, we're going to be talking about Thanksgiving safety. You know, it's hard to believe Thanksgiving, it's only a week away. I don't know where this year's gone. I don't think any of us know what 2020 has done with time and everything else in the world, but it's time to start thinking about the things in which maybe we aren't thinking about around Thanksgiving time with our forever friends. So we'll talk about that as well. I hear we have a couple beautiful cats and a dog we're going to meet today, and we're going to start with Toph today. Is that right?
Yes.
Toph is going to come into the screen. It's an 8-week-old black and white female kitten available now for adoption. We'll meet Toph and get some more information in just a moment here. Now, of course, if you do have any questions or anything you want to chime in on, maybe you got a question about your pet, you can absolutely send it right there in the chat box where you see right there on both Facebook and YouTube, and we're getting them here so we can answer those questions as well. And let's meet Toph. Toph, what can you tell us about Toph?
So Toph was she's one of our foster success stories. She came into the facility too young to survive on her own. So she's been with a foster family since she came to us. She came to us when she was still being bottle fed. And she's
wow.
About 8 weeks old now. So she's been with a life-saving foster family since she was, 3 weeks old?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, about 3 weeks old. So there's a wonderful foster family that saved her life.
Socialized her well. She gets along great with kids. They had a big family.
Shameless plug. We need foster families all the time. Please go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/Kern County Animal Services, and sign up to be a foster parent. Toph's life was saved by a foster family. Shameless plug. But she has done really well in her foster home. She's thrived, is what her foster tells us. Her foster family calls her small but mighty.
She's got definitely the kitty curiosity there, big time there.
She has been raised around small children, and she loves to play, so she's well adapted. And the last thing that the foster family tells us is that she is sweet and sassy. She's going to make you a really good addition to your family. That's Toph.
There you go, Toph, and we got the information right there on the screen for you too. Number A1132629, and of course the information scrolling to the bottom. Phone number 868-7120, and of course the website KernCountyAnimalServices.com. Toph is a cutie, like I said, go with family. So I mean, we're starting to head into holiday time where kids are going to be asking for pets. And we've talked about before how it really is a benefit to actually get a pet from a shelter. So Toph definitely is ready for a home. And you said available for adoption now, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect. Get on down there and meet Toph. A1132629. Such a gorgeous, gorgeous cat. I actually have my dog over here at the station with me right now, and she is very perked up. Let's just say that as Toph is on the screen there. So that is Toph once again, A1132629. Oh, such a gorgeous cat. Now here we actually have another cat that's going to be coming, and a cat in which, we've talked about, like I said, there's a lot of benefits in adopting from a shelter, including the chance to have them medically checked out and really taken care of. And Blueberry is going to be joining us in a moment. And Blueberry actually has a special story behind her. So as soon as Blueberry comes in, we'll share that.
She does, and just to touch on that, Erik, like you were saying, there's obviously alternatives where all of us can get pets. We have friends that have pets to give away. We have relatives, we have neighbors, we have people standing outside of a retail establishment. There's social media and Craigslist. There's all kinds of ways that you can get a new pet for your family. But we would always suggest, go to an animal shelter. It doesn't have to be ours. There are, I think, 8 animal shelters in the county of Kern. Adopt from one of those animal shelters. Not only are you saving a pet's life, but you're getting an animal that is vetted. You know, it has its vaccinations. It's spayed or neutered already, and it has some socialization. You know, we're giving you a. It's like getting a vehicle that has already been test driven. We can tell you that it's a pretty decent working vehicle. These animals are going to be well adjusted into your home. So adopt, don't shop is what we like to say.
I have my cat at home, an adopted cat, great cat. So I absolutely agree with the adoption from a shelter, always a great thing. So this is Blueberry, and Blueberry, we were talking about before we did the broadcast, a little special bit of a case. Can you share a little bit about Blueberry?
Sure. First of all, what you can't hear is
her purring.
her purring.
Like an engine.
I think my chair is vibrating. Blueberry came to us with head trauma. She came in to us from a member of the public. She was brought in, like I said, with some injuries and some head trauma. Our medical staff, we have a medical team that provides emergency medical to animals in need in the shelter. And one of our dedicated medical staff not only provided treatment for Blueberry, but ended up fostering Blueberry. And she reported back to us that Blueberry's super sweet, very, very sweet, loves to snuggle. And I swear if you could hear it,
She's purring loud.
is accurate, that she purrs very loud when she's comfortable. So, but she was not too sure of the other big cat in the foster's house. So we always say, if you're going to adopt an animal, dog or cat, and you have other animals in your home, we will tell you as much as we can about the animal that we're giving to you. But it's always a safe bet to do a safe, controlled introduction and allow the animals to have their space so they can acclimate to each other. But Blueberry wasn't too sure of the big house that was already in the big cat that was already in the house, and the other cat wasn't exactly too welcoming for Blueberry, which is it's not
understandable.
It's not under her.
Of course.
Cats are territorial, but she is still in the process of recovering. She needs a loving home, and she's currently available for foster or adoption. So somebody can take her from our staff member. I'm sure our staff member, our medical team member, would be happy to give over foster duties to someone else. Or you can adopt Blueberry, and she'll do just as well in your home. So that's Blueberry, and she's got a bluish hue to her too.
Such a gorgeous cat, very inquisitive, very playful. Definitely there with the little ball toy over there. She's very, very enamored with it. That number on your screen right there, A1133805. That is Blueberry. And once again, the phone number that we have scrolling at the bottom, 868-7120, and the website, KernCountyAnimalServices.com. And once again, you're saying foster or adoption available for Blueberry, right?
Yes.
Yes. I mean, she still has a little bit of issues from the head trauma, still recovering. It's just really a balance issue that our medical staff would be happy to go over, and we expect her to make a full recovery.
That's one of the amazing things. And then once we talked about it, and it sounds like a little broken record here, but the fact when you adopt from a shelter, you're getting a lot of information, a lot of great advice, a lot of great things that are going to help you not only get your new forever friend adapted to their new forever home, but also give a lot of information that's going to be really helpful for them as well. So that is Blueberry once again, A1133805. So lovely to see the cats back here on the broadcast. There's a little, look at that little blue tinge. And my dog Claribo is perked up over here on my desk here at the Energy 95.3 offices. Gorgeous cat. And even did a little hello wave there, right, when she was leaving. So she did her little bye-bye, the lucky Chinese or Japanese kitten wave bye-bye. So that is Blueberry. Once again, A1133805. That phone number that we got scrolling at the bottom, 868-7120. Now, Nick, we were talking about this. You know, it's hard to believe, once again, Thanksgiving, it's only just over a week away. And there's a lot of things in which maybe we don't think of when it comes to safety for our animals, when it comes to Thanksgiving. I know for one thing, I know for sure is you don't give bones to your animal. What other kind of things do we really need to be thinking about when we're heading into Thanksgiving time?
Yeah, so I mean, a lot of the safety precautions we would recommend, they're kind of fitting for just about any holiday that you might experience. You know, you have to know your animal, of course, but like you said, for Thanksgiving, for example, turkey bones are not a good idea. They splinter real easy, and they're a real severe choking hazard. They're a hazard to perforate an esophagus, to perforate, some of their digestive tract. It's a terrible idea to allow your pet to feast on the turkey bones. But there's a plethora of other precautions as well. You may or may not know that chocolate is not a good part of of a diet for a dog. It can be poisonous in certain amounts. And the aroma. Dogs have good sense of smell. They're going to smell those sweets. They're going to smell that chocolate. They're going to seek it out. And in the holidays, I don't know about your house, but in my house.
Oh yeah.
Those are your pretty common precautions. But there's other things we want to consider as well. That during the holidays we're going to have, maybe not this year, but in normal years, you're going to have people come over the house. You're going to have friends. You're going to have relatives. You're going to have neighbors. And to know how your animal will react to a house full of people is something to be very aware of, and so behavioral is a big part of it. But there's other things to consider too, like plants. We will get the holidays. We'll bring in a splash of color and some plants in your home. Some of those are poisonous. Things like baby's breath that you might see in a common arrangement of flowers. That's poisonous to a dog. Like hydrangeas. You'll see some bouquets sometimes with hydrangeas. There's a plethora of plants that sometimes we might bring in during a holiday and use to decorate our home that are just not safe for our animals. But not only that, but there's other things that sometimes we consider them healthy for ourselves, but are not necessarily healthy for our pets. Sugar-free foods, anything that has xylitol, which is an ingredient in a lot of sugar-free foods that we'll see, they are not good for your animal. They have trouble digesting those things. And you might even think that if we're going to cook a turkey for Thanksgiving, well, maybe I can't give my dog the turkey bones, but turkey skin might be okay for them. Even that safe. Anything that is high fatty food. Any combination of fatty foods with some of those sugar-free substances, animals have hard time digesting those things, and it can lead to something called pancreatitis. And pancreatitis is a serious issue, and sometimes we don't even see it coming on. And especially during the holidays, if you're busy, you might not see these symptoms coming on, like lethargy or vomiting or diarrhea. If your animal it takes in some of these substances that you might think are perfectly healthy during the holidays, come Christmas time or December, you might have to make a visit to the vet. So we always preach precaution. Just be safe, be cautious about what you allow your animal access to during the holidays. And above all else, if your animal's behavior changes or you feel that he or she has ingested something, seek veterinary care. And we always ask people to have a good veterinarian that you trust in your family.
Always great advice. Just like we take care of our family members. I mean, these are our extended family, so definitely want to do that. Now, I hear the little panting of a puppy coming into the scene. So I'm assuming we're going to be meeting Jimmy Dean. Is that right?
Yeah, we're gonna bring him into.
Oh, such a cutie. So what can you tell us about Jimmy Dean?
So Jimmy Dean's about a year old. He's a Border Collie Corgi mix. He's probably got a few other breeds in him as well. But super friendly, very, very affectionate. As you can see, he'll take a treat.
Very gently. That's
very good for training purposes. He walks very well on a leash. He does enjoy the company of other dogs. Again, so if you already have a dog at home or maybe several dogs, Jimmy Dean would be a good addition to your family. Jimmy Dean is not responsible for the breakfast sausage that you might see in the market. But he also likes toys. We think he might be potty trained as well. In the shelter environment, usually the way we determine that is if we come in the morning and their kennels are clean and they wait until they go out. to go potty. And then we can usually safely say we believe they're potty trained. So he's already been test driven, and he's going to make somebody a really good family pet. He's about 25 pounds. He's not going to get much bigger than that. And like we said, he's just over a year old, so he's going to make somebody a really cool dog.
Nice little lap dog there. Is he available for adoption now, or is it a foster?
He's available for adoption on the 20th, but if somebody wanted to foster him until then, they could come down here and definitely take him on foster. He's ready to go.
There you go. Look at that. He's already on the leash, ready to go for that forever home. That number right there on the screen, A1134066. Nice little lap dog. Of course, any dog that fits on your lap is a lap dog, but Jimmy Dean definitely looks like he's ready to come join you guys in your home.
He's picking up the fragments of the treats that he got off the floor.
Just like my dogs. I got one that's looking somewhere in my office for a remnant of a treat right now. So once again, A1134066. Nick, Lisa, I always appreciate the time. Always get a chance to meet these forever home or pets for forever home. We have had so many people that have found their new friend via this podcast. So always a great time. And the information at the bottom, it's scrolling right there, 868-7120, Kern County Animal Services.org. I really appreciate the time as always, guys. And definitely a chance to meet some forever friends. Let's get them a home. And just like we have so many of the other friends we've met on these broadcasts. So appreciate the time once again, guys.
Thank you, Eric. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Have a great week. And thank you so much for joining.